How would you, as a conversational hypnotherapist, handle a client who, on the surface, they say they really want help. They want this hypnotherapy, this process to solve a problem for them. But when you get down to it, they're just resisting and, not being honest with you and not letting the UMs in. I think that's kind of what they said. Well, again, with ACH, with advanced conversational hypnosis, we just simply listen to the client and ask questions. But you have to have not say the ability, yeah, it could be the ability. You have to be able to ask questions that other therapists are scared to ask. Like, for example, if you've got a client and they are not answering your questions, not by saying I don't know, but they're being evasive or they're not maintaining eye contact, ask them, go, Paul, I've just asked you several questions and you've not answered any one of them. How come? What's stopping you from answering my questions? What is it that's holding you back from being honest with me? If you feel a client's not been honest with you, ask. Look, Paul, we've been chatting now for a little while, and I'm really getting a sense that you're holding something back from me. Now, this conversation is confidential. There's just you and me in the room. So please, I can only really help you if you are totally honest and open with me. So what's going on? What's the problem here? And then go from there. If the client is talking a lot and you're not getting UMs and they're just kind of giving you this constant conscious babble, interrupt them. Go, Paul, whoa, stop for a second, please. Take a breath. Now, I asked you this question, ABC 1, 2, 3, and you've been talking for about 5 minutes, but you didn't answer it. What's going on? Well, how come? Silence is another great one. We've got to be careful with this because the client might not be answering your questions directly. So you decide to do a bit of a silent process where you just shut up and say nothing for 20 seconds. They might come back at you and say, well, what are you expecting me to say? Now, that might throw some people off. But you could say, I'm expecting you to be honest and open with me. Have you? Yes, yeah, I've been honest with you and open with you. So how come you're not asking my questions? You're giving me some BS answers that, you're not even taking the time to think about them. I've asked you 4 times now to really just slow down and think about this question seriously, and you haven't done that. So what's the issue? How come you're not answering these questions? What's really going on? Take control of the situation. Take control of the session. You are the therapist and they are the client. If they've paid you good money, and this is one of the reasons why we charge a high fee, is they've got to have the skin in the game. They've got to be motivated. They've got to want to get a resolution to their situation. If they don't, then really ask yourself, how come you got them as a client? Clients must be motivated. They must have skin in the game to want to find a resolution to their situation. If they don't, then they should have been filtered out during your process before you got the payment.